YouTube faithful, what's going on? We're gonna cover the WNBA today, and maybe I'll give you an MLB play or something. Trying to keep it to 10 minutes today because I got places to be and I've been sitting in front of this computer all day trying to figure out the correct formula for these WNBA projections, and it's just making me want to pull my hair out. As you can see, I'm wearing the pirate hat. Reynolds, I told you guys, ride the hot hand in MLB. He smashed one. Cash is hitter fantasy. Unfortunately, yesterday's play of the day, Alec Marshmallow, that friggin' sell job, gave up 7 earned runs against the 29th team in strikeouts allowed. You hate to see it. My whole day was depending on that clown to come through, and he hooked his gobby. He didn't even play 4 innings. Absolutely disaster class, but that is what happens when you gamble. Listen, folks, we are gambling, and whenever you choose to do this, I've been gambling since I can remember, at least 18 years, okay? Fantasy sports and doing this. So I've seen it all, I've done it all, I've experienced it all. And when you do it every single day, you're going to see it all. The only thing you need to concern yourself with is this: was the read solid? And that's it. Whatever happens after the fact is out of your hands. They're human beings. They're gonna sell, they're gonna cash, they're gonna chalk, they're gonna do whatever it is they do. If it was a guarantee because you made the right read, these books and apps wouldn't be in business, man. Just think about it logically. Put your emotions aside. Think about it logically. Doesn't matter who you follow. All the content creators I talk to deal with the same thing. People join a Discord, they watch YouTube, they expect that they're gonna win every single day and even every single week. That's just the expectation. It ain't that easy. It ain't that simple. The whole purpose of these videos and Discords is to community build and to help you streamline your process. So when you're sitting at your office job or your blue collar job doing the Lord's work, construction, whatever it is that you do, you can turn on a 10 to 30 minute video and get a streamlined process, check into a Discord, see some plays, attend a live stream, etc. You need to temper your expectations and have a grip on reality, guys. But it is what it is. Your return on investment is going to be 1 to 5% if you're at the top tier level of doing. Now, let's talk about the WNBA real quick. Like I said, Reynolds cashed. Here's Ohtani again. I've been talking about him for the last 3 days. Look at this. He's in optimal conditions versus the Rockies in their stadium. This is what it is. If you want to ride this train, the rule is this: we ride the train until we're forced off. So if Ohtani's been taking you, or you've been taking him, I should say, and he's been cashing you day in, day out for the last 3 cycles, or even before that, he had 2 stinkers, but he was hitting before that, you can continue to ride the train until you're forced off. Now, his line opened at 12 or 12 and a half, and it is at 13. You are paying a premium, and he's the most popular play on the board, so, and he's due regression. But like I said, there's one man that can get this done. It would be him. So that's all I got to say about that. And there's a whole slew of other MLB plays that I like. In fact, Lodolo crushed it for us yesterday, cashed everything, under earned runs, over strikeouts, over fantasy. The guy that I think that has a possibility to do that today would be Mr. Tanner, but I honestly know it's going to be a sweat. And he's also a popular play. But if you can find Tanner at 6, I think that's optimal, or maybe just take his Gobby at 5.5. There it is, this Gobby, the Gobby. He's in an elite matchup. Seattle strikes out the most. Oakland's right behind them. It's yesterday. It was Tristan McKenzie and Alec Marsh. You can have the best reads and matchups in the world and still get shelled. That's just gambling. So let's talk about WNBA. Okay, obviously, we got the popular play board. We got Asia Wilson, who's obviously the best player in the league right now. She just put up a dud. 32, 28, 31, 29. Now, I was looking at Sleeper. I was looking at Chalkboard. Other books have her at 26.5, so I tend to lean taking less here, but I ain't gonna tell you guys to do that. I personally might do it myself, but I'm not interested in telling other people to do it because I know if I do, she's gonna hit 40 and everybody's gonna be like, oh, Captain doesn't know what he's talking about. But I do think you could take less on her rebounds if you wanted. It's 10.5 everywhere else. Guys, listen, sometimes rebounds, it's just as simple as going to every other book, seeing what their lines are, and finding the discrepancies. That is what I do best. And I use DG Fantasy to help me do that, but I also do it on my own. I don't need an app, but I use this to streamline. So as you can see, the top plays, Courtney Williams, 10.5, RA less, 54.19. It's almost the plus EV threshold at 54.5. It's still decent, but what do you notice? Only one book has a line for it. Caesars, MGF, they're not even putting action out for this. They're not interested. FanDuel, whatever. Asia and Ezzy, mag. Bigger! It's actually Magabor. Under 20.5 rebound combo. I think it was 20 earlier. I can't remember what it was. Jewel Lloyd, under 8.5 RA. Caitlin Clark, over 23.5 points rebounds. Caitlin Clark, is she going to have a solid game tonight? It's either going to be her or Boston, which I would choose from. And then as you can see here, you keep getting down the line. Jewel Lloyd, less 3.5 assists. This is probably minus 130 across them all. This is something that I am for sure going to take. Folks, I know a lot of you guys still aren't understanding what plus EV means. All it means is this. Let me break this down for you guys. Why are we doing this? It's important to know the why you're doing things. Especially in the summer, this is where you can build on your process. Process is king in everything, especially fantasy sports. PrizePicks and Underdog have fixed payout structures, okay? Sleeper and Chalkboard don't. You have to pay the vig or the juice on these lines to take it. So they price these lines accordingly. So let's say you took Jewel Lloyd less 8.5 and you like this play, but you will only have access to FanDuel. You'd have to put down $136 to win $100, okay? So that's $36 of money the house keeps on that bet. If you go over to PrizePicks, you're not required to do that. You are required to parlay, and it's a roughly minus 119 for each of the legs. So that is the concept. You're getting more, and I have shown this in my Discord, the discrepancies. Sometimes it's 0.4x, sometimes it's a full x, sometimes it's 0.2, but whatever. That's why it's important, because your return on investment is so small. Remember, 1 to 5%. You have to maximize the value when you can. So if you're interested in this site and you want to use it, I use it every day for all sports, WNBA, MLB. The link's in the description. You can use code CRUSH and get 25% off. You can't beat it. And here it's adding all the time. So as you can see, Nalissa Smith over 7.5 rebounds. She's 8.5 on FanDuel. It's plus money over there. But you can see here on MGM, it's minus 150 to go over. So that's solid. You're getting value there. So with all that in mind, you have to make the decision. You can either just take the best value plays, which get bumped very quickly, or you can make gut calls and do what you want. Just make sure you're using the right app. If you like a bet that's plus 105 or plus 110, that's not bad. It doesn't mean that you're making the wrong play. You just want to take it on a site where you're going to get paid a fair value. Chalkboard, which has WNBA now. Sleeper, which has WNBA now. Those are the places you want to take that, okay? Let me be clear on that. It's not that you're doing something wrong. You just want to make sure that you're not just donating money to PrizePicks. Make sure that you're getting paid correctly. So you see Smith here, 7.5 rebounds. You can see the last 3 games she's kind of in a slump, but look, June 7th, she played Washington and grabbed 10 of them. Speaking of slump, how about Brianna Stewart? She did everything yesterday but grab rebounds. She had 6 blocks and steals. She covered her points, sold her rebounds. Disaster class on the rebound front. Hey, like I said, they were dead last. Phoenix is dead last in rebounds allowed, and she only got 3. It is what it is. And then Lainey, whose prop was 4, she ended up getting like 8 or 9. That's just gambling. So here we go. If we go to over 7.5, she had it there, and then nothing else from this. This was last season, which we don't care about. You can see they're 5th in rebounds allowed. So this is going to be up to you. If you want to take this, you can. You see her ceiling is like 11. I may have exposure to it in 1, maybe 1. I do like Asia Wilson, less 11 rebounds. That one I will have exposure to, but I know I'm playing with fire because I know she can go for freaking 20 rebounds. I know that already. Then we have Skylar Diggins-Smith, 31.5 fantasy scores. She's been on a heater. I'm just going to go ahead and ride the train. She does have a high usage rate, a decent fantasy point per minute. It's a popular play, which is my only reservation, but I'm putting it in the mix. Nika Agwamike, 17.5 points. I'm taking less. Can she burn me? Absolutely. I'm going to be taking less. I don't care. It's risky. It's always a risk. And then my favorite play is Kelsey Plum, 17.5 points. More or her 2.5 3-pointers made. She's gonna chuck. Sometimes she shows up, other times she doesn't show up at all. I've been on both sides of the plum. The purple plum and the rotten plum. It's just which one is she gonna do, fam? But we do get that upside of getting an extra 10% because she has the star modifier. So that's good with me. If we go check her right here on Outlier, you can see her ceiling 27, her floor is 10, but she's been on an absolute tear herself. You see that she has extremely high upside, 18, 15, 20, 19, 23 head-to-heads. Even last year, Seattle plays better defense this season than last season, so that's something to consider. But even on June 7th, she was able to get 18. She played 40 minutes. She's at home. They're in Las Vegas. Hopefully, she just gets it done. 8 3-point attempts, 5-7. This is what matters the most to me, though. 8 3-point attempts in the head-to-head. If you look at the last 20, she's 5 attempts, 9, 11, 11, 8, 6, 12. Why do I show you this? To show you that she chucks threes. So either one of those, she's going to have around 14 to 16 field goal attempts, 8 to 10 3-point attempts on average. She should be able to get 17.5 points. But like I said, you can see the read is there, folks. But if she sells, she sells. She's a human being. It doesn't mean she's going to go out there and make all of her shots. You have to be aware this is a man and woman's big adult league game, okay? Meaning money is won and lost, which means emotions are going to be high and low. That's just how it is. So if it's not for you, take a break, step aside, do whatever you have to do. But remember, keep your head on a swivel, have a good time, most importantly, and make sure you're doing the Lord's work and smashing the like button on Captain Crush's videos. Really simple, y'all. So anyways, I'm going to cut it there. Remember, you can join the Discord, get my MLB projections, WNBA plays, access to live streams and everything else. Gold package by now at CaptainCrush.net. You can get in the Cord and you get access to me, my role members, everything. We have a decent community here, guys. I want to keep it going strong. Looks like people were cashing soccer today when I was chalking soccer. Where was this when I was asking you guys for it and I took gold locks? It's okay, gold locks. I still love you, man. But anyways, get in the mix. Give your boy a shot. Links are in the description. Like I said, short video today, just a couple WNBA games. I'm actually going somewhere in a few minutes. I gotta take a shower and get ready because I'm sweaty and disgusting. Just a quick recap of the contest. You could take Diggin Smith. You could take this or her points. Where are her points at? 16. Bang. You could take this or her points. I actually liked Ezzy less 13.5 points before they bumped it, but now they bumped it down, so whatever. You can probably get Skylar at 15.5 points over on Chalkboard, but either that or her fantasy, even her first half. Plum's points are 2.5 3-pointers, and then Garrett Crochet. Hey! More 4.5 pitcher strikeouts. The Gabby! Hopefully he doesn't sell, man. If he sells after he's been going on an absolute tear, I'm going to be upset. Garrett Crochet, if you sell, I'm going to start calling you Garrett Crockett, the salesman. All right, so there you go. You can flex it. You can power it. Do whatever you want to do. You can fade it. I won't begrudge you a bit. Good luck in all your contests. I appreciate you stopping by. Smash the like button, hit subscribe. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.